Alright, let's talk about something that's both futuristic and deeply human. How AI is getting involved in understanding neurodivergence. And no, I don't mean some dystopian sci-fi robots taking over our brain situation. Although, let's be real, we're probably not that far off. I mean, AI is actually helping neurodivergent people navigate the world in ways that were literally impossible a decade ago. But before we dive in, if you're new here, hi, I'm Loti, and this channel is where we connect the dots between AI, MBTI, neurodivergence, and psychology. Because someone's got to do it. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss future mind-bending discussions. Alright, let's go. So, quick refresher. Neurodivergence is just a fancy way of saying some brains are wired differently. We're talking autism, ADHD, dyslexia, dyspraxia, and a whole lot of other cognitive variations that shape how people think, process information, and interact with the world. Now, historically, the world has been kind of bad at recognizing these differences. We've had labels, stereotypes, and a whole lot of, why can't you just be normal? Which, by the way, is one of the most annoying questions ever. This is where AI enters the chat. Because let's face it, humans, despite our best efforts, are often pretty terrible at being objective. AI, however, doesn't come with preconceived notions. It doesn't judge. It just collects data, finds patterns, and says, hey, here's something interesting. So, how exactly is AI helping us understand neurodivergence? Let's break it down. One of the biggest challenges in neurodivergence is getting a proper diagnosis. Some people spend years jumping through hoops, talking to doctors who either dismiss them, you just need more discipline, or misdiagnose them entirely. It's probably just anxiety. But AI is like, nah, let's actually analyze your data. AI-powered screening tools are now being developed to analyze behavior patterns and flag neurodivergent traits much earlier. Companies like Cognoa are using AI to detect autism in children faster than traditional methods. Instead of waiting years for a diagnosis, AI can analyze speech patterns, eye movement, and interaction styles to assess the likelihood of autism. ADHD detection through AI-driven eye tracking and keystroke analysis. Yeah, that's a thing now. AI can monitor how people type, how often they switch tasks, or even how their eyes move across a screen. Because, let's be real, if you're watching this while also scrolling Twitter and half listening to a podcast, AI's already clocked your ADHD. So basically, AI is speeding up the diagnostic process, making it way less frustrating. And honestly, about time. Alright, so let's say you already know you're neurodivergent. Now what? This is where AI gets really interesting. Because while society is still playing catch-up, looking at you, outdated education systems, AI is stepping in to bridge the gap. First, personalized learning with AI tutors. AI-powered apps like Otter.ai, Grammarly, and Brain.fm help neurodivergent individuals process information in a way that makes sense for them. If you've got dyslexia, AI can read text aloud and adjust font styles for easier reading. If you've got ADHD, AI can break down overwhelming tasks into bite-sized steps, because just focus is not a valid strategy. Now, this part is personal, because if you're anything like me, AI isn't just helpful, it's a game changer. See, my brain is basically an idea factory. I'm constantly coming up with new concepts, connections, and aha moments, like a human version of ChatGPT that never shuts up. But here's the problem. Just as I'm diving into one idea, boom, another one hijacks my attention. It's like my brain is a hyperactive mad scientist, always jumping to the next experiment before the last one is even finished. And honestly, if there was a job where I could just go to different businesses, drop a bunch of million-dollar ideas on the table, and then move on to the next one, I'd be rich. Now, does that job exist? Not really. But here's where AI changes everything. AI helps someone like me actually implement ideas. Instead of getting lost in the excitement of brainstorming and abandoning projects halfway, I compare my idea generation brain with an AI that actually gets things done. AI can take my raw thoughts and structure them into something actionable. It can automate steps, research, and even refine concepts while I keep my brain moving forward. It acts as my follow-through machine, keeping my ideas from dying in the what-if stage. So, for people like me, who love starting things but struggle with finishing them, AI isn't just a tool. It's the perfect counterbalance that lets us keep innovating while ensuring our ideas actually turn into something real. So, what's the takeaway? AI is revolutionizing how we understand and support neurodivergent people, from faster diagnoses to adaptive learning tools, and even AI-driven therapy. But it's not perfect, and we need to be aware of the risks. The real question is, how can we make sure AI is being developed ethically and in a way that genuinely benefits neurodivergent individuals? Because if we get this right, AI could be one of the biggest game changers in neurodivergent support ever. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.